a.m. here in the East Coast, and we are a go, energized, charged up. Been doing some sleeping lately, man. It's really been changing my life, man, for real. Like, y'all don't know. For like, Jesus Christ, past, we're going on 6 years. Well, 5 years, actually, 5 years. I've been doing this vlog and stuff, man, and trust me when I tell you, it will tire you out. Like, you'll get to the point sometimes where you just be like, hey, I got to take a break. Now, give me a second. I'm gonna share this. We're gonna get back into it. Y'all just give me a second. I'm just sharing this. Hey, what's going on? Whoever hit the like button, make sure you write a comment. Make sure you write a comment. Just give me a second, guys. I'm just sharing it. I just started being live right now. Y'all just give me a second. I'm just sharing this. Making sure people tap in. Important that you share. First time blogging, make sure you share. Make sure you share. It's very important in your community section in the morning right now. All right. So let's just jump into it, right? So yesterday I did a live, right? Y'all got to pardon me. I'm going to subsequently be eating my little breakfast here, all right? And you know what I mean? And got up, got walked up, no, that. All right. So yesterday I did a live, right? And I did it about Cassie's husband, which is Alex Fine. And evidently that ain't settled too well with certain people. So they gave me a little warning via YouTube. They said, you can't be saying things like that about the Cassie. And I say otherwise. I just do it in a more PG manner this time. So, let me tell you what yesterday's live was about in case you wasn't here. Yesterday, I brought up what I thought was some PowerPoints, and now I can refine them PowerPoints. So it's kind of rusted in disguise. Yesterday, I brought up the fact that I think eventually, if not now, eventually, you're going to see Cassie and Alex Fine in some type of litigation. See, that's all I got to do. In some type of litigation in the near future. Why do I say this? Because he is attached to a broad that has 2 kids by him, if not 3 kids. Is it 2 or 3? And is well worth over $30 million. And he ain't. I can't make this up. $30 million? And there's no taxes. I want to emphasize this. In a regular world, she would have got 35% taken out of that in the state of Connecticut here where she's from. I live in Connecticut. Cassie is from Connecticut. And Cassie is coincidentally from the town that I used to live in for decades. You understand what I'm saying? So this is not just intimate to me. And just to prove my point real quick before anybody goes in, oh, he ain't know what he talking about. My name is Daphne Lewis. I formerly worked for Bad Boy Entertainment for over 17 years. You can verify this very easily. Not only that, but I promoted both of this broad's projects. You understand what I'm saying? So let me make no mistake about it. You understand what I'm saying? Your boy tells no lies. Now here's my ID, just to prove my point. And first thing you will see on this ID is what? New London, Connecticut. See that right there? Clear as day. New London CT. This is the Connecticut ID. Any more questions? All right. So anyway, just to verify myself, because people be thinking like, I ain't verifiable. No, nigga, I'm verifiable. Trust me. Everybody know about professional. You know what I'm saying? If you say you don't know professional, you talking about Bad Boy from 2000 up into 2016, 17, whatever, and it was in the circumference of the team, you're lying. You understand? So let's cut that short. I promoted both of this chick's projects, and so did my comrades. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I wasn't at the helm of promoting this. Of course, it was our boss, and we had a captain and co-captains, things like that. But whatever the case may be, in the clubs, in sitting events and sign-ins, we was there for this project. So I can speak about this shit. And I'm going to say once again, without any malice, bitch, you wasn't Beyonce, you wasn't Rihanna, you wasn't motherfucking Adele, you wasn't none of these chicks. You understand what I'm saying? Quite frankly, for you to receive $30 million, let's put this really in perspective. You wouldn't have made $30 million had you had a career for 15 years. With the caliber of music you had. Now, I'm saying this from somebody that's also a musician. You understand what I'm saying? And also knows what to listen to sonically when they hear music. You understand what I'm saying? The tracks wasn't hitting. The tracks at best were B-list type tracks. You understand what I'm saying? B-list type tracks. And when I say B-list type tracks, I mean like tracks you'll hear on a mixtape, tracks you'll hear on a remix or something like that. These are not tracks that you would hear, in my personal opinion. Puff put the best project he could with what he was working with together. To be quite honest with you, it was the Seconds project especially was a struggle project. It was full. See, let me tell you something about music. I'm a musician. You can go right now and put my name in, DAVINLEWYS, and then put Daddy's House Recording Studio right behind it. And you're going to find a series of different videos that pop up. This is the same studio where this girl did her albums. Oh, somebody in here said, stop. Stop? Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. Let me verify myself, because niggas be thinking I just be talking. No, I was around in these years. So there'd be a lot of people online that be trying to degrade my name or speak or a certain ilk like they know me. You don't know me. I never met you, and you was never around the years when we was around Bad Boy for a lot of y'all niggas. A lot of niggas. Some of the niggas y'all put on top tier be talking like they was around. They wasn't around. So in a lot of ways, y'all getting fooled, and these niggas is fooling y'all to not listen to the niggas that was around. That's a different type of retarded. Ask some of these niggas, when did you stop being around Bad Boy? If you was ever around Bad Boy, and see what their answers are. That's what you need to start doing. Now, I can take you through a series of different pictures and stuff about me, but I'm going to start right here. We'll start right here. Right? Hold on, let me take this blue screen off or whatever, because I be having to do this every now and then, whatever. Niggas be like, you what the Bad Boy, nigga, the fuck I wasn't. I was there when motherfucking Revolt was an idea. And this is the truth. It was rumors about Revolt. That's me. That's me in the heartbeat. That's me, different time. You understand what I'm saying? These are the beginning stages that you just see right there when Revolt was just, it wasn't even nobody even messing with Revolt. That's me in Daddy's house, same studio this chick records at. Like I said, you just put my name in, it'll come up. Hold on. We got more than that. This is me. That's just random, but it's still in conjunction. Same thing, Miami with the team. That's me. Diddy Dirty Money, we promoted that as well. That's me. Diddy Dirty Money, we promoted that. That's me and Miami. Hold on, we got more pictures than that. That's the team right there. One of the fellas in that picture might look real familiar to y'all, but I ain't gonna tell you which one. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DJ Envy, by the way. It's Envy right there with us at the Cleveland. They're down in Miami. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all know who that is. That's us. You know who two people in that is. One of the fellas right there made it to Love and Hip Hop. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, we was at the beginning of these brands. You know what I'm saying? That is me right there. All right, we ain't got to do no, so ain't nobody confused, right? I can keep going. Y'all want me to keep going? I can keep going. Oh, hell, we can keep going. We can keep going. Where y'all want to go to? That fella look familiar right there? Huh? We can keep going. Like, trust me, these niggas just starting to be out. And then when niggas be talking about chicks, I be like, dog, I've been around the baddest chicks you can think of. Shout out to the team, Bad Boy shit, you know what I mean? Shout out to Nori. I mean, you know what I'm saying? El Plaga. You know what I mean? But we've been doing this for a long time. Hold on, it's more. Don't worry about it. I got you. Sometimes you got to do this every now and then to let niggas, oh, this is for everybody say I don't like black girls. You know what I'm saying? This is where everybody say I don't like, nigga, I've been around all kinds of women. What you talking about? I don't like black girls. That's why I be laughing. Now I don't like chicks that these chicks right here is respectable chicks. These are chicks that get money. So you think I'm just hugging random chicks? Now these chicks get money, and I'm talking about real money. You know what I mean? Y'all know who that is, right? You ever seen that clip with Michael B. Jordan? And he's in an interview with a girl. She says, "Yeah, we went to school together down in Jersey, right? You remember that?" And she got glasses and she kind of big. That's her. That's L'Oreal. You know what I'm saying? Look, if y'all remember that clip with Michael B. Jordan, that's the same girl. This is L'Oreal. This is when she used to be smaller. You understand? You see, I got that shakedown joint on. Shout out to Red Cafe. Like, this is all real life. This is my real life, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand. Like some of these people that be online, they be acting like they can imagine themselves in these places. This is when we was promoting Get Them to the Greek Puffs movie. And you see, every time I got a group of chicks around me, please stop talking to me about women. Please stop talking to me about women. You know what I'm saying? Please stop talking to me. That's my homegirl in real life right there. Shout out to Erica. She just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? Always love you, don't want. You's the best. You know what I'm saying? Good person right there. You know what I mean? Real good person. With Puff, you need a picture with me and Puff together? I got you. You need pictures with me and Puff together? That's I need to see a picture with you and Puff. That makes it from your scope, from your perspective, right? I got you, though. I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it, Coach. I got it. Because this shit, I never thought in all these years of doing this music game and all this stuff or whatever, we ever get to this, that we would get a crowd of people that's out here that make you try to make you feel like you gotta. Hey, here you go. That's in the old office. That's the same office that Gene Dill worked in. That's the same office you saw me standing in front of the other day at 1540 Broadway in New York City, New York, formerly the BMG building. The day before Puff was to be sentenced, I was there at that building. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on one second. Hold on. We can keep going. We can keep going. I always talk about Depp. That's the first picture I ever had of G. Depp and Black Rob ever. Ever. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on. This is BR when he was coming out with his album the first go around. They had to reissue it because everybody was bootlegging because the album was so hot. You understand what I'm saying? Like, stop playing with me. Like, that's us. This is my team. I love those two niggas right there. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, you're not gonna sit here in my face and tell me after we didn't put in work in here. You need more than that? Here's me with BR. I got multiple pictures with BR. What are you talking about? Like, niggas be sounding silly. Like, you understand what I'm saying? There's Poe. Y'all just seen Sean just a minute ago. That's Sean before even Sean's album was out. You see the date on that? That's when we was promoting Sean's album. What are you talking about? This is when we were promoting Black Rob's album. With the bad boy jacket on my back. All right, so everybody good now? Everybody good? Everybody straight or whatever? So you know I just ain't talking. Oh, yeah, y'all need one of those? Tell Poe I said what's up. Tell Poe I said what's up. Tell him Chrome, Pro, Lil Bad Boy. Tell him Orlando, Scrooge McBucks. Tell him we said what's up. Diplomat. Tell him we said what's up. We miss him. Don't sit there and try to tell me I wasn't involved, nigga. I was involved more than any of these niggas. I was there. Here's me come on and look at the date. Make sure you look at the date. Look at the date. Carl Thomas, 2000. Now, I showed you pictures from 2000 all the way up into 2016. Stop fucking talking to me. Don't say nothing to me. Don't say nothing else to me. So when it comes to some motherfucking Cassie or whatever, bitch, nigga, don't say nothing to me. I talk about what I want to talk about. How about that? I was around, dog. Don't be talking if you wasn't involved. The niggas that wasn't involved be talking the most. That's where we have my problems. You understand what I'm saying? That's where we have my problems. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. She said she liked my hat. Politics as usual. Watch your mouth. Shut the fuck. I'm asking him, not you. What you say? He was there. That's all that matters. Police ain't that, beloved nurse. R.P. Black Rob. So what role would you play in hip-hop history? What role would I play in hip-hop history? My role would be that every last one of them motherfucking artists, out of about 30 of them, I helped motherfucking make sure they became millionaires. That's my part. I played the biggest part there is, motherfucker. Without my promotion, there is no album sales. See, I come from a time when it was physical album sales. Y'all doing the streaming shit now. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? There's money in it. I remember where it got its antithesis from. They got it from what was that shit used to be? Napstar, I think that's used to be you call it. Napster. Yeah, Napster. That was the name of it. They took the format from Napster, which was stealing files, but it was more than that. It was like computer files. I told people before I got my Sony Vegas from Napster. I mean, not Napster, Pirate Bay. But they used to take music files, they would put it on there, and slowly after that, Steve Jobs, in my opinion, implemented the same kind of strategy where he started selling music and it really messed up the market. Like, if we really want to be fair about it, Napster and Steve Jobs, iTunes, fucked up the music game. And I'll stick by that. I will stick by that to the day I'm out of here. When they got rid of physical entities, That's what took the money out the business. That fucked up that, and it heightened the cost of. I gotta give you an example. A guy that I usually go see, his tickets are usually like $40 to $50, right? This week they're having a concert, and I'm sorry, I just don't make enough money here on YouTube to be doing shit like that. But having a concert, I went to go look at the tickets at the theater. The shits is $102, and that's for the nosebleed seats, probably. You know what I'm saying? The good seats is probably somewhere around about 165, something like that, or whatever. And this is one of my comics, like, he probably don't fuck with me, but I got mad love for this nigga. Like, he's an inspiration for everything I fucking do, and he don't even get it. You know what I mean? But yeah, what you gonna do? You can't get through everybody like that. Everybody don't register the same way. But it also caused ticket sales to go up because when people started saying they were depreciating and the streaming, then they said, well, we got to make up for it somehow. How are we going to do it? We're going to do it with merch and ticket sales. So that's why ticket sales will increase so much, in my opinion. Not to mention the cost of preparation to do for touring. Touring, to prepare for touring, it take you at least, you want at least a good month and a half to 2 months, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the ilk of the star, you want at least a good month and a half to two to run rehearsals for a real show. Now, if you just go get on the stage and walk with the mic, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, and do that for like 2.5 hours, I don't know, 30 minutes. What is these niggas doing? 30 minutes to 60-minute sets. That's what they used to do. 30 minutes, 60 minutes, hour 20. So, you know what I'm saying? Like if 20, actually 20, 15, 20, 30, 45, and like hour 20 be somebody like Beyonce. Is that fair? Your piece is protected. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just let me tell y'all something. The reason you're seeing all these cookie cutter artists, and most of us that are around, and what I mean by, and I don't mean that you artists are bad. What I mean is, you used to have an articulation of an artist. Let me give you an example, and I get back into the Cassie thing, but I like to talk hip hop sometimes. You have to have an articulation of an artist for them to be worth. Let me give you an example. There has to be something specific about certain artists that makes them superstars. Like, for example, Billie Eilish. She has a song that I love this song, and it's called, what the fuck is the name of it? Birds of a Feather. I love that fucking song for a reason. I like that song, and that song has currently 536 million views. You understand what I'm saying? 536 million views. I just looked the other day. And she won a Grammy for it. Beautiful song. If you ain't never heard of it, go check it out. Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. Right? Now, if Billie Eilish would have been in a world of 2007, this bitch would walk away from the game. Oh, that single, she would have walked away from it. You wouldn't have seen Billie Eilish no more. Eilish, however you want to pronounce it. You wouldn't have seen this chick no more. She would have walked away from the game. Why am I saying that? Because of physical entities and the price points with them. The price points for physical entities at that point could range anywhere from, at their peak, they were ranging anywhere from $15 to $75 for a box set with a poster that was autographed or a booklet that was autographed or something like that. That's what they were charging. So if you go up to like, legend artists, like I like to call them, like Madonna, Rolling Stones, people like that, we call them legendary artists if y'all don't know that. But there's a tier for these artists called legendary artists, and ironically enough, these are the artists that make the most off touring. You understand what I'm saying? Like, fuck what Beyonce made last year. Do you know what the Rolling Stones made last year for touring? Do you know what Madonna made last year for touring? Madonna, 3 years in a row, I think it was, or it might be 2. She had the most, like, ticket sales, and make no matter of it, her ticket sales would range from anywhere from like $150 on up. You see what I'm saying? There's only a few artists that can charge $150 on up. So that's why I say that there's a high reliability nowadays on these ticket sales versus actual music being put out. So they promote a lot of cookie cutter music, meaning like, thank you, meaning like the cookie cutter music is stuff like, and I'm not making any fun of any artists, but basically it's like music you can make up real fast. You know, you go in, you go, that's why if you listen to some of these artists when they're rapping, yeah, some of them make sense with the trap rap, and then you'll hear in between, and the because I know the reputation, I know it's like, don't worry, I ain't gonna give away your secrets, I ain't gonna go that far. Because it took me years to learn that shit. But y'all using it the wrong way. Y'all using it as, it's supposed to be a filler. And you're not using it as a filler. You're using the filler as the full. It was never intended to use the filler as the full. The filler is exactly what it is. It's just a filler until you get the extracted final product. And that's not what y'all doing. If somebody, whoever taught them how to do that, that motherfucker should be held responsible. Somebody in the industry taught y'all to do that because somebody taught me in the studio to do that. See what I mean? So somebody taught. That's how I automatically knew somebody in the what's the name in the game taught to do that. And somehow or another, that same person that probably worked with 20 to 30 artists, it started saturating into the game like a virus. So everybody was like, you know what I mean? Every song sound like that. And listen, whether it was Wu-Tang Clan, whether it was Mobb Deep, whether it was I don't know, Drake, whoever, none of these artists sounded the same. What's going on? None of these artists sounded the same. You understand what I'm saying? Now all these artists sound the same. You know what I mean? Except for Bossman D-Lo, he's unique. Sauce Walker, he's unique. I like that nigga. I'm trying to think who else. Shit, Conway the Machine, I guess you want to call him. Benny the Butcher, he dope. There's a couple I can name out, but it ain't really no niggas that's like really heavy hitter rappers. Versus when you had the Nas and the Jay-Z's and all that. I ain't trying to be nostalgic or the Mobb Deeps or whatever. Shout out to the new album this week called Infinite. Make sure y'all go pick that up. Mobb Deep back out here. I don't know how he did it. But there's a new Mobb Deep album that's going to be available this Friday called Infinite. I need y'all to go check that out. There's a track on it they've been circulating on the line, and a lot of people heard snippets of it or whatever. You see Fat Joe and Raekwon and Jada Kiss and all them sitting down. Man, make sure y'all go get that Infinite album. Also, make sure y'all check out that new Raekwon album. Also, make sure y'all go check out that new Ghostface Killer album. These veteran artists got better tracks. It's like, I'm dead serious because there's uniqueness, there's construction, and I'm being honest and true. I'm not saying that none of these new artists are any good. That's ridiculous. But because there's a lot of them that out here that take the condition to rap. Like Kendrick Lamar, like him or not, he raps. You know what I'm saying? He's not, and yeah, he'll do hibbity, and I'll do hibbity on one or two songs. I got 2 songs like that. But I'm not doing the whole entire track list on and doing filler and pretending that's full. Filler was intended to be preparation for the full, not filler substituting the full finished product. That shit is crazy to me. And whoever taught y'all that in the studio, y'all need to go jump that nigga. Like, seriously. Because I know y'all learned that in the studio, because I learned it in the studio. So that's for one. 2, tiers of artists. Let's swing back to Cassie now. So yesterday I made a video, and a lot of people got upset in my video, evidently. And somebody decided that they was going to try to say, he's bullying. So they wrote a whole little dissertation talking about I was bullying. I know ain't nobody but Cassie. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Nobody cared. I mean, I'm going to talk about you today, too. We'll just redo the piece. Guys, make sure you double tap the screen and hit the like button. What's going on, Tariq Muhammad? What's going on? Make sure y'all double tap the screen and hit the like button. Double tap the screen and hit the like button. I appreciate it. And that's the Cash App right there if y'all want to support the channel. Cash App, PayPal there, whatever. I just had 20 people jump out the chat. Isn't that amazing? You have people here, and this is why I be talking about this hating stuff that be going on this app, right? So everybody that's listening to me right now, you notice I said hit the like button. And they wouldn't hit the like button. In fact, 20 people jumped out just because I said hit the like button. That's all right. 20 more will be back. That's not the problem. The problem is you got a lot of people out here on these airwaves that are watching you that don't like people. You understand what I'm saying? Like their whole disposition is to be that. That's not my disposition. My disposition is not to bash Cassie. Like I said, go back to the beginning of this video and you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm proving myself. Like I said, I just showed y'all a whole group of other pictures or whatever, whatever. If you're on the live right now, just go back a little bit. You'll see those pictures and all that. I ain't gonna be flashing that up again or whatever, whatever. But I just showed a whole set of pictures, including pictures with me and Puff, and I got multiple pictures with me and Puff. You know what I'm saying? Just to prove my point. You know what I'm saying? I got multiple pictures of the same office I was standing in front of that I used to work at. Subsequently, with 3 other offices after that, including Atlantic Records and including Interscope Records. So you'll have a lot of people that'll be out here and they'll be having these conversations because what they want to do. See, the name of the game now is to deduce people. That's not my business. I don't deduce people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I never get up here and say, okay, well, Cassie is this, that, and other, and the third, da 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 da. I ain't say all that. I just speak off what's presented. You understand what I'm saying? So what was presented to us, because prior to this, I would have never said this about Cassie. Let me make that clear. Prior to this and knowledge of this, I wouldn't have said none of this about Cassie. I've been around Cassie. I walked with Cassie. Me and my man Smoke the World. Shout out to Smoke the World. You know what I'm saying? Out in NL. Me and Smoke the World. We walked this chick to the motherfucking damn near to the crib with her brother, and her cousin David in Connecticut. I live in Connecticut. I just showed everybody my ID. Cassie's from New London, Connecticut. I used to live in New London, Connecticut. I know many of the people that know Cassie. I didn't grow up with Cassie, but many of the people there at the town, they did grow up with Cassie. And to be quite honest with you, the people in the town never really spoke quite fondly of her like that. They didn't. You understand what I'm saying? It used to be the word was, and anybody from NL, if you in the chat, tap in with me. Usually what used to be the course, if you were talking about Cassie and NL, niggas be like, well, she don't come around here no more. I don't see her trying to help out nobody in NL. Anybody in New London that got anything else opposite to say about that, please check me right now. Please check me right now, because NL be in my chat. I know they do. So anybody from NL that feel that I said something wrong other than that, or no Smoke the World, that's my man's right there. Down-ass white boy, he recorded dumb tracks for me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you is, she wasn't thought up highly in her own area. Niggas, the regular thing that would come out people's mouth was, she can't sing like that. The other ones would be like, she thinks she's from New York. The other ones would be like, she don't come back here and put nobody on. Da, 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 da. And they were saying that justifiably. And at the same time, these same people and the times that she was dating Puff were asking me, because they knew at the time I started on the street team. So I was always back and forth at the office, like 4 to 5 days a week I was at that office. You understand what I'm saying? Minimum 3 days. You understand what I'm saying? Minimum. That just depends on if there was a project to promote or something like that. A lot of it depended on that. Just to prove my point, here's my ID. This is a state ID. And you see that right there. It says what? New London, Connecticut. See that, right? And this is not an old ID. So make sure you see that. You see it says Connecticut. There's me. Oh, I'm covering myself. My fault. There's me. You know what I'm saying? So y'all see what I'm talking about right here. Feel me? So I'm not lying to you. I used to live out there. And I didn't live out there for like a year, something like that. I lived out there for a significant amount of time. And well, I done went to funerals, weddings, everything. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to NL. That's her birthday. She used to live right around the corner. I ain't gonna tell you her exact address, but she used to live right around the corner from Ashcraft. Am I lying? Huh? Shout out to Mike and Mark Saluka. Shout out to Seti. RP to Seti. What up to Craig? Lil Manu. Big Papa from the church. Trust me, man. Like, I know your whole lay down. You understand what I'm saying? You're not talking to somebody that's not familiar. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, this be funny as hell, right? You'll have these vloggers that be jumping on here. And they be having conversations about Cassie. They be having conversations about Puff. They be having conversations about everybody else. And I don't know if it's you guys are not, and I don't want to say you ain't smart enough because that's not the right term I want to get at. But I don't know if you're not picking up on it. But there's people out here that have actually been in the music industry and still around in the music industry. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just finished before I used to say, yo, I just had a dinner with my bad boy brothers just a couple months ago. Now it's a couple weeks ago because we just did the same thing. Shout out to Designer. He was in the building. We had a nice VIP section for us. I mean, a real VIP section, too, where, yo, you got to show ID to come back there. Or you better be with the bad boy or the Rockefeller or... telling everybody who was there. But anyway, video's on this page. You can go check that video out or whatever. Design. It's probably probably like an hour long or whatever. There's actually more video than that. Anyway, long story short here, the funny thing about it is I'm sitting back and I'm reminiscing and all that stuff or whatever. I'm also walking forward. I'm working on new music. I got new stuff coming out or whatever. These people will sit online and they will try to create narratives about you because they want people not to deal with you, but to come deal with them. And most of the time, what you find out is, well, why would I deal with you and keep donating to you when really you ain't involved? Like, I give you a perfect example. There's this one chick right now, right? I ain't gonna say her name or whatever. But you keep pretending like you in New York. So if you in New York, let niggas know. You know what I'm saying? So we can meet up, have lunch or something. You know what I mean? We got a lot to discuss. And come by yourself. Come by yourself, tough guy. Come by yourself. I'll come by myself. You come by yourself. Dinner on me. All right, sweetheart? Dinner on me. Let's sit down and talk. I'm giving an invitation right there. Let's sit down and talk. I swear to God, honest to God, nobody but me and you. You know what I'm saying? No funny flip stuff. No. I just want to understand the effervescence of you. You understand? That's all I want to understand. A person like that, you got to be somewhere where there's a lot of people. How did I get here and why did I... Goodbye. We're not reading that silly ass comment. Some other nigga wrote in here, okay, Puff. I don't know what you talking about. Hold on one second, guys. I like to get the weirdos out of here because they usually are a problem. You have a lot of grown men that are unemployed that will come up in here and they will just say whatever is on their mind. All right, we good. So when it comes to Cassie, this is what I said yesterday. In the video, I took it down because they gave me a warning shot. They didn't give me no striking. They just gave me a warning shot. It was like, yeah, you said a little too much or whatever. I think it was a part where I said something about snuffing something, but I forgot. But anyway. Anyway, right? Long story short here. Alex Fine. Let's revert out of Cassie for a minute. Alex Fine, her husband. How did we get here? I'll tell you how we got here. We got here because we started with Ryan Leslie, right? We started with Ryan Leslie. Ryan Leslie was her first boyfriend who introduced her to Puff. I just want to give people a little trajectory here. They say that the same way you meet her will be the same way you lose her. That's what they say. For real men to understand what I'm talking about, you get me. So Ryan Leslie was dating her. They was exclusive. She saw a better opportunity. Now she jumped on the bandwagon. Now she team Diddy and she team Bad Boy, right? So we embrace her. We know the music is mediocre because we know there's chicks out here that's got better music, like Cherry Dennis got better music. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Cherry Dennis. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Cherry Dennis. Shout out to a whole list of other girls that were literally better than Cassie, but Cassie was chosen. If you get what I'm saying, she was chosen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She was chosen. You understand what I'm saying? So since she was chosen, she got peak seniority over the other girls with that B-list, if not C-list ass project she had. The shit was weak, dog. We talking about you as a person. We talking about the album. The album was weak. I asked people the other day, I said, name me 4 Cassie songs that are your favorite. Go ahead. I'm going to ask again. Y'all pour me. I'm going to drink some coffee. Y'all tell me y'all 4 favorite Cassie songs. And it can't be Me and You or Could This Been Love. Tell me your 4 favorite Cassie songs. Go ahead. I'll wait. I'm going to give people 5 minutes this time. Tell me your 4 favorite Cassie songs. Go ahead. I'm listening. Somebody tell me your 4 favorite Cassie songs right now. Go ahead. I'm listening. Anybody? Long Way to Go. Long Way to Go. I said 4. Me and you, me and you, me and you, me and you. That's all. Yo, man, some cars is funny. That's what I be trying to tell you. And that proves my point every time I bring that up. People, you got to start to realize that a lot of these people ain't Cassie fans. They don't even own no Cassie albums. They don't like Puff. That's what I'm saying. That's what it's really about. I mean, for the stake of the matter, without even joking, I'm not trying to bash or anything like that. Cassie's not even, y'all say that I'm not black American, right? But yo soy el americano, lo negro, and yo soy el cubano, el negrito. Y'all will say, yo, I'm not black. But she's really not black. Like one of her parents is a third black. I would believe that's her father. The rest of it is Portuguese. I think even she might even have some Cuban mixed in with her a little bit. I'm not sure, but I know the rest of it is Portuguese and like Hawaiian or South Pacific Islander or something like that, which is very prevalent out in that area, out in NL where she's from and where I used to live at. There's a lot of Polynesian people out there. What do you call them? South Pacific Islanders. So we have a lot of people from Polynesia, Guam. Like I had a girl that I dated that was from Guam before. Shout out to Allie. Um, Guam, Philippines, Polynesia, and then there's another one. But we have those four out there. Like the Filipinos that they're like the type of Filipinos that were colonized by the Spaniards. So like I had a friend, his name is Jonas. You know what I mean? But his last name is a Spanish last name. I had like 4 or 5 of them, but they'll look like they're Asian. You know what I mean? Hello, King, all the way from South Africa. South Africa, what's going on, man? Chat. Just got on. What the point you trying to make? You'll never know because I don't play with ultimatums. I wish a nigga would come up in this motherfucker tell me, what's the point you're trying to make? You come in here with that energy, nigga, fuck you. Especially if you ain't donated nothing. Anyway, that's me to rush to the point I made. See, that's what I be talking about. You be having people like this online that they want. See, what's happening now is what do you call it? The T sector has people addicted to gossip. But the problem is they can't keep up with the gossip. So they start creating gossip. So now people want you to get to the T. What's the T? Nigga, I'm telling you with the shit that I'm telling you. I don't do T. I ain't doing in school. If you hear what I'm saying, you'll be 3 folds up of the average vlogger. I'm literally, there's only about 6 vloggers that get me. And be like, yo, this nigga really be telling y'all the game. You know what I'm saying? And if you pay attention, listen, I'll give you an example. When it comes to this trial, right? I covered this trial from the beginning to when it started. I'm talking about Diddy's trial to all the way to the end this past Friday. I was there at that courthouse. I missed a week and 3 days of testimony, which was boring as hell anyway, everybody said. And then this was after all the stars had disappeared or whatever. But all the bail hearings, all the jury selection, I was there for all that stuff. On foot, on camera, whatever. So a minimum, if no amount of dollars for donations throughout the whole thing. I think throughout the whole Diddy trial, I collected maybe $340 in donations. Nobody would donate to me based off the fact that I used to work with the company. That's how much hatred they had towards this man. That's why I said this trial wasn't really even about Cassie. They was using Cassie as the catalyst and the advocacy against Puff because they didn't like Puff. That's really what it boiled down to. Because if you look at that woman right there, everything in your power could tell you that's not a black American woman. She almost looked like Cardi B. Same thing they did with what was the chick's name who was trying to run for president that had Meg Thee Stallion twerking doing the Democratic conviction. What was her name? The weird old chick. They always laugh like this. What's that weird bitch name? Koala Bear. What's her name? Koala Bear. Kamala Harris. That's her name. Kamala Harris. That broad. You know what I'm saying? She pulled a Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris did the same thing. Kamala Harris, Indian. Talking about, I'm a black woman. Like it's popular to say that shit. Y'all, that's why I be telling y'all chicks, y'all need to kill that shit. You know what I'm saying? As a black woman, anybody can say that shit now. That's why you don't hear men say, as a black man. Nobody said that. As a Cuban man. As a Cuban and black American, I feel. I never said no shit like that. You know? All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. That was my dentist and shit. What y'all want me to do? You know what I'm saying? So this made me another point. It told me my x-rays that came through, I'm good. My bones are strong, and that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So I got another appointment for my dentist or whatever. So to all y'all that hopped off or whatever, shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to tell you this. Don't ever, when you get subscribers, don't take any more than 15 to 20% of your subscribers for real, okay? You notice how I said I got a phone call. That's it. That phone call took maybe, I don't know, the haps of 2 minutes. And you notice this chat went from 288 people down to 77 people. Now, if they really mess with you, they would have sat here and waited for you. If they really mess with you, you will really have more likes than what I have right there. So don't get into the accord that these people that are in your chat room are your friends, or they like you, or they really are down with you. They don't. Most of these people that are in your chat room, they want to see your destruction. And they will sit around for a year, 2 years, 3 years to watch you implode or help with your destruction. So don't sit around and think, especially just because somebody looks just like you, those are the motherfuckers that'll be the first ones trying to destroy you. Trust me when I tell you this. I've seen, and I'm not even just speaking for myself, I've seen other content creators get attacked in hordes, specifically by people that look just like them. Not whites, not Lithuanians, not Russians, not Germans. Nah, it's always some niggas that were born up in a bunch, and they'll go attack another nigga, but they'll never use the same tactics to go attack somebody from the white supremacist movements and shit like that, or whatever. These niggas got real bold after Charlie. This is why I told niggas to shut the fuck up, because you look scary. When Charlie Kirk got killed, right? Every nigga was bold as fuck talking shit about Charlie Kirk and never spoke shit about Charlie Kirk before in their life, right? Then all of a sudden, I got a red light in my head, and I said, well, Charlie Kirk is dead. There's a whole bunch of white supremacists that's alive. How come y'all niggas ain't talking about them niggas? Did you ever notice that? They just sent it in on Charlie Kirk. No, because they would look for the likes and the views. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't looking for your likes or your views. I could give a fuck less. I know automatically, just because I'm attached to Bad Boy, y'all niggas is never gonna donate to me, and I'm cool with that. That's a self-hatred you have within yourself, if you show the division to the populace of what you have. So sooner or later, you'll get it. Because if I was from another race and I'm looking at these, I'm like, these niggas will destroy themselves. You give them enough coins. You understand what I'm saying? You give them enough coins, they'll destroy themselves. I don't know, tell your mother I said hello, Esmeralda, and tell that bitch I said next time, stop using that motherfucking, what's the name? Listen, that bitch come up in this house all the time using that motherfucking Fabuloso. And I told this hoe, stop cleaning my house with that shit. Now I'm gonna fire that bitch and send her back down there. Huh? You want a green card, don't you? You want a green card, don't you? And shut your ass up, Soraz Jr. Anytime I hear a nigga named Soraz, that's a motherfucking Mexican name, nigga. Don't you ever come in here with some racial epithet. I'll eat your ass. Anyway, moving on. Long story short, I want to circle back around here. Don't y'all ever worry about these motherfucking subscribers. That's just a joke. It's a facade. It's to make you think and make you feel important. It's a psychological trick that some of these motherfucking geniuses they got out here on the internet. You know, my name is blah, 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 blah. Y'all can't figure that out. The likes and the viewers and all that shit, that's the fuck with your dopamine. It's a trick. It's a dopamine trick. Makes you feel important. Don't you notice I always say, I don't give a fuck if it's 20 motherfuckers in here. That's 20 niggas that's listening to me. I don't give a fuck if it's 200 motherfuckers in here. That's 200 motherfuckers listening to me. Doesn't mean they agree with you. Doesn't mean anything. Like, listen to this one right here. You're a very angry man, my nigga. No, I'm sorry, Mr. English. What it is, Mr. English, is, see, let me break you down real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. Oh, you got somebody to back you up. Be rich. Is that your buddy? Oh, listen, right? So we have a contingency of niggas that run around online, white niggas, black niggas, just niggas in general. We have a contingency of these people that run online, and what they do is they do this reverse psychology trick. So let me explain to you, because this is simple reverse psychology. Now, I know you're agreeing with me, B Rich. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Mr. English. My fault. I caught that afterwards. I wasn't going to say that. Now, this is the plan. You get people that get online and they use these common little tropes. And usually these tropes come from the woke perspective. So, for example, one that they've been using, and I'm going to show you how these psychological tricks work. And if you're smart, you'll listen to me. Then we'll get back into the Cassie stuff and all that, I promise. but y'all have to know this. So you have individuals that are online that I personally believe have been put in place by maybe perhaps the FBI, CIA, maybe white supremacists, maybe black supremacists. But these motherfuckers have a job. So what they have a job is to do is they have specific tropes that they aim at certain people, and that's to regulate and make the rest of the audience think that that person in particular is that same way. I'm glad you showed up here. You know what I'm saying? So what they do is they come into your chat, and anytime you say something outside of an octave that they're used to hearing, or they prefer to hear, really, they prefer to hear, because this is what their wish is. Meaning, there's not listen. This could be said to you by somebody that's saying you're angry, but they live on the fifth floor of the housing projects. Who are you to direct anything about anger? This is somebody that could be talking about anger, but they daily on the fast be yelling at their kids. You understand what I'm saying? But let me break this down for you. So they'll come in, and what they'll try to do is your natural emotions, they'll try to shame you for them. And what they'll tell you to do is, instead, you need to conform to this new set of rules that have been placed and set by man. When it tells us in the good word and in the Bible, never pay attention or follow a motherfucking man in the realm of God. Let me tell you something, you bitch ass motherfucking hell spawn motherfucker, you. Let me tell you something, let me tell you something, motherfucker. I especially don't like bitch ass anaporcal socials like you. Let me tell you why. Motherfuckers like you are control freaks. And you're part of a system of control freaks. And these poor people, some of them pick it up, but some of them don't. But I pick that shit up. That whole woke movement shit is nothing but a control op. Let me explain to you. They have tropes and colloquiums that they use on a daily basis. That's to reel you in with shame. See, the whole tactic around the whole premise of it is shame. That's the same thing they try to do to Diddy. Shame. The shame comes from the Christian church. And when these niggas were sitting down, were forced to sit down after 6 days of motherfucking labor, picking cotton in the hot sun, motherfucking eating scraps and shit like that, y'all niggas decide to employ the same motherfucking tactics that were used against you to condition you, make you motherfucking subservient and everything. Now you want to use it on your own people. No, what you are is a black slaver. That's what you are. A black slaver. And a black slaver will sit on the plantation. You know the Johnson brothers, since you want to talk about Django Unchained, shit like that. One of these motherfuckers will sit on the plantation. They'd be like, they running away again, boss. They running away again. That's who you are in modern day. That's why when I was down there at Diddy's sentencing the other day, that's why y'all heard me on the speaker playing New Slaves. I was trying to get through to y'all. Y'all the new slaves and don't even realize it. And if it was of that world, I'm a free man, riding and just looking at you niggas. Like, look at them on a goddamn plantation. You remember that one scene when the slaves was walking back from the Cleopatra house, and Django and Dr. King Schultz is riding on the horses, and they following behind Calvin Candy. You remember that ride? And one of the slaves look at him and go and spit at the ground or whatever, and Django check his ass. That's me. And I'm going to stay that way. I played New Slaves, the song by Kanye, as I was perched over looking at these motherfuckers. I know, your name is GHB, and you want me to ask you what I'm talking about. You're named after a drug, and you want me to say what I'm talking about. See what I mean? I'm not your bro. I don't know you. My point is, these subscribers not only pitched the elk of what happened with and directed a narrative to you what happened with Cassie, but these subscribers and these content creators all work under one fold and psychologically being used basically to deliver motherfucking negative connotations about your own people on a daily basis. And based off the fact that you could get a coin out of it, or you can get some likes, or you can get some whatever the case may be, this is what they do. You understand what I'm saying? This is what they do. Homie, let me tell you something. Here's a perfect example. So you remember when I just told y'all, they have these little agents that'll come in and they'll use shaming tactics. Y'all remember I said that? Read what Uncle Ted just wrote in the comment section. for proof. Okay, you can't shame me. I've been bigger than you. You can't shame me. I've traveled more than you. You can't shame me. I've had better looking women than you. You can't shame me. I've made more money than you. You can't shame me. I live in a better area than you. You can't shame me. I don't have any fucking kids or any child support. You can't shame me. I live by myself. You probably live with your bitch. See, really, what you have is you have a whole bunch of people that have low self-esteems, people that are unattractive, people that don't have much going on in their life. These are the trolls. Watch this. Uncle Ted, how many followers you got? Just like I thought. You've been on here for 2 years with 8 subscribers. Now, I've done this little play many of times. I do it on a constant basis on here to prove to y'all that most of these motherfuckers that are trolls are really just failed social media bloggers. Meaning when they first got on here, they created what you'll find very commonly is if a motherfucker even has 15 subscribers, usually what they wanted to do was they wanted to become a vlogger at one time or another, and it just didn't work out or pan out for them like that. So they said, I'm going to become a professional troll. And so say they started that, because I've caught people that had profiles here for 17, 16. Y'all seen it if you're a long time subscriber with me. And like these people, they won't say nothing else as soon as I point out how long they've been on here. So I'm like, you're a professional troll. You've been on here for 13 years, 14 years, doing the same antics. And at one point, did you think to yourself, I can make some money? You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, Ishmael. So if you're sitting here and you with me, and your main thing is to come in here and troll my page or whatever, my point is now, who paid you? Who do you work for? And that's the question we got to start asking people, because you're not making money off YouTube. You're not making money off being a professional troll. So what joy do you get out of any of this? And lo and behold, you'll always find it can't answer that question. That's why I tell y'all, don't ever put your faith in any subscribers. Most of the subscribers are cutthroat. Most of the subscribers, as you can see, ain't about shit. Look at this. I got 185 people in here with only 34 likes. You see what I mean? These people, they're like whores. You know what I'm saying? A whore will sleep with anybody. That's how subscribers are. They'll sleep with anybody. You know what I mean? I look like ASAP Rocky. Yeah, people tell me that all the time. I look like ASAP. I look like DMX. I look like a couple people evidently. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, they have a miserable life, so they project it on others to make themselves feel better. Yeah, basically that's what it is. A lot of people on here at Love Gate, they don't have nothing else but this. Like, I had to realize that this is all they have. So, like, if you cut this camera off, there and nobody's after that. You cut this camera off on me, I'm going to do things that y'all ain't gonna see. I'm at parties. I'm with stars. Like, I don't know what niggas is talking about. And when I say I'll be with the stars, I'm literally right there with the stars. Like, you know what I mean? So and you can look at that right here on the page, man. I got one from about 3 weeks ago when I got my bad boy brothers, man. It was all of us out there. You know what I'm saying? I think I did like 3 lives or whatever. One of my brothers sent a message to the trolls and shit. Nigga said, yo, I'm around the corner. Shit, yo, son, you don't want to come up here tonight. He said, I ain't even have to say it. He said, son, you don't want to come up here tonight. Trust me, you gonna lose. So I was like, I'm from Brooklyn. You gonna lose in Brooklyn. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you don't want to come down here right now. Trust me, there's a lot of places you want to go, but you don't want to come down here right now. You know, so you probably ain't gonna make it back. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Anyway, long story short, here's my point. I feel what you're saying. Everyone hear you, but don't understand what you're saying. I don't care if they do. How about that? You know, you can't, and that's what I'm trying to break down for y'all. Y'all let a lot of these vloggers pump y'all up. Like, look at the case with Diddy, right? Y'all let a lot of these vloggers pump y'all up and make y'all feel Let's get it made you a superstar. Let's get it made you a superstar. I don't know what the fuck that means, but like clear that up. I'm gonna get you up out of here. You understand me? All right, cool. So listen, right? Let's take it from this perspective. When we talk about Puff, we had a lot of these different vloggers that were online, and not only were they making up stories, they were making up scenarios. There was two girls initially that were saying Puff did this, Puff did that, Puff did this. I forgot what them chicks' name were. They did a whole loop on social media. Everybody wanted to interview them and everything else. The bitches got some bread out of the interviews and everything else. It was really a hustle. And if you were a New Yorker, you knew these bitches was playing these niggas. But I said, let them get their money. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen is if you, depending on how far you take it, you're going to end up in a motherfucker, what's the name? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You're going to end up in a motherfucking courtroom sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? I told niggas it really wasn't worth it, but I put niggas up on it. What's your man's name? Trent Out Loud? Ask him, like, I ain't even peeped that he was listening to me the other day when we was down at the courtroom or whatever. But ask him the conversation I had then. He found out. I'm saying, you thought what you thought was a game? You thought I was lying to you? No. I'm watching every last one of y'all niggas. Particularly 3 motherfuckers right now. You know what I'm saying? And Trent Out Loud ain't one of them. I actually like Trent Out Loud. I think that's what his name, Canada Boy or whatever. He misconstrued me. I was like, nah, boy, I'm down here because I like you. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't down here talking to you real quick because I don't like you. If I didn't like you, I'm not going to speak to you. So quit there. He's a little prima donna. That's the only thing I don't like. He's a little prima donna, but he used to be a model, so it makes sense. You know very well who you are. Don't let them hold. Yeah, man, I don't let niggas hold me down at all. Like I'm good. Like this shit right here. This is an illusion. You understand what I'm saying? This is not a real place. Y'all do realize that, right? The internet is a myth, nigga. This is not real. You understand what I'm saying? And some people just take this as real. Real is when I got that thing up on you. That's real. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. Internet is a myth. You know what I'm saying? For real. I might retitle this motherfucker that the internet is a myth. These niggas had y'all out here thinking that Puff and it was having these wild ass parties. What y'all calling the freak offs or whatever. We can't even call them freak offs no more because it wasn't no freak offs. No, it was Wild King Nights as displayed and portrayed and presented by the prosecution, recognized by the judge as just that, Wild King Nights. There was no freak off parties. Meaning Michael B. Jordan went over there slinging D. Meaning J-Lo. What's other stories y'all made up? I said J-Lo was over there. Then y'all made some fake AI videos talking about they go J-Lo right here. They go Beyonce and Jay-Z butt naked. Then I had another one where Beyonce in bed and Jay, like it was all kinds of wild stuff going on that these people were making up. Then they started throwing, oh, he messing with kids. And then there was a little white girl he adopted. She must be messing too. He did something with her. She was part of the freak offs too. Like these were people's imaginations, but no one stopped and thought, okay, maybe he did do some things, and he did. But what about the people making up these sadistic stories? Like, do you know where you got to be at mentally to just break in your head? You know what? Let me say this. You break in your head. Hey, Ari, what's going on? You just break in your head, wake up one morning and say, wait, you know what? I think I know how to go viral. How? I'm going to make up and say, and I'm going to produce some fake witnesses that say Puff messed with some kids. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to say I actually attended the freak offs, and this is how it happened. When under oath and under investigation and presented by the prosecution, we find out these are just Wild King Nights, and it's just him, this chick, or the other 2 chicks, and some strippers, prostitutes, whatever you want to have. We find this out now under investigation, under a sworn oath. There was no, which I want to call freak off, or it was none. And then some other person will be, oh, I bet there was one over there. And then like if you try to tell them, no, there wasn't, they'll try to, the average black person, they'll try to then heighten their voice and argue with you. That's why like when I get in a conversation with a black person, I always have to make sure it's somebody that's civilized. If you're dealing with somebody that's uncivilized and they think they're smart, they're going to try to fight you or something. You're going to end up in a position where you're going to have to do something to them eventually. You understand what I'm saying? So I try not to get into conversations about politics, ideas, and none of that really with a lot of African Americans because that's the only way they know how to conceive things is fighting. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't have to you know what I mean, get you up out of here, I just keep it like that from now on. That's why I don't do no interviews with. You'll notice that real quick. I don't do no interview. You see me now, right? You see me now, right? Is the screen loading? You can see me now, right? You somebody they can't see me. Anybody else besides Ari, tell me if you can see me. I don't know what that was about. The one to tell me. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I be trying to tell y'all. Notice you was the only one. You notice you was the only. No, it wasn't YouTube. It wasn't YouTube. It wasn't YouTube. Notice you the only one that told me what was going on, right? You notice nobody else in the chat told me. They just hopped out. See what I'm saying? They just hopped out. You feel me? They didn't tell me, yo, your screen is messed up, anything like that. They just hopped out. That's what I be trying to tell you. Stop, motherfucker. Out of all these subscribers y'all got, I got tens of thousands of them now. It's only going to be about 30% of them that's real with you. The rest of the motherfuckers, they hoes. They go hoe over here. They go hoe over this content creator. They go hoe over this content creator. They'll show hoe information. You understand what I'm saying? In the case of what happened with Cassie and Diddy or whatever, niggas didn't even know this chick, she fell into the arms of Diddy and was snatched from another nigga that was somebody that Diddy knew. You see what I'm saying? And only thing Ryan Leslie could answer to was Puff saying, hey man, your bitch chose me. Your bitch chose me. You understand what I'm saying? Same thing that Alex Fine could say to Puff. Hey man, your bitch chose me. But this bitch sure do a lot of choosing. That's what I'm saying. She do a lot of choosing when it's convenient. They don't like the truth, Ari. They're not gonna donate to the truth. Yeah, them niggas got balls. That's what I'm trying. Word. Well, I'm just trying to tell you the trajectory of this. So we really take it up for a hoe. Is that fair? We really taking up for a hoe. And y'all moniker that y'all sticking by is y'all pro-black motherfuckers who want to come on my channel. Oh, that nigga's half Cuban. Don't donate to that nigga. This bitch went and married a white boy and everybody running around talking about, he really saved her from Puff, that gorilla nigger. That goddamn Negro. Imagine what the kids would look like. You know, this is black people talking like this. Not white people, black people talking like that. You understand what I'm saying? Look at her. She damn near looks like she's Dominican. She looks like Cardi B almost. And this is her boyfriend. She didn't go get her another black man. She didn't want no black man. She wanted a white dude because I've seen this happen before. You'll have a black girl or a Spanish girl. She'll go date black dudes all her entire life. And ladies, y'all let me know if I'm telling a lie. Because a lot of women will have videos up about this shit. And be like, I'm tired of dating these niggas and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go try me a white boy, da, da, da. All right, what bitch go do you, blah, 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 then. You know what I'm saying? So, chick will go out. She'll go find a white man. And then it don't work out as perfectly as she wants to. Hence what bring me to this. I believe that this white boy might have possibly, or her husband, let me put it that way. And I don't mean this in malice. I'm just saying, this is my prediction. I believe, and this, and you can take it how you want to, I personally believe somewhere in the near future, I would say no more than 2 to 3 years, and y'all quote me on this, Alex Fine is going to take Cassandra Ventura Fine to court and he going to Kevin Federline this shit. And if y'all don't know what Kevin Federline, that means what Britney Spears' baby daddy did to her. It made him pay her, I don't know how many millions, how much, 100,000 a month or whatever the case may be. He took the money and invested it and came up. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's what's going to happen with her and him. I've seen this happen before. There was a girl on the Bachelorette, pretty black girl with short hair. Y'all familiar with her? You know her name, right in the chat room. She ended up marrying one of the white dudes on the show or whatever. And he took, I already said, yep. And he took every dime that broad had. He was paying her. She had to pay him alimony when they broke up. And this is not something old or new. New. This is something old. I'll give you an example. Here in the state of Connecticut, right, where Cassie is from, The Gnostics built this state up. You understand what I'm saying? Like all the values and everything else from the state are from the Gnostics. The Gnostics particularly used to trade nutmeg. Okay, and this is why they called the state out of other reasons or whatever, whatever. But it used to be one of the trading properties they used to use. So anyway, with that being said, right, Connecticut never had a jail system until widows and property came into question. Meaning, like, women's husbands were dying, getting killed, or whatever, whatever. I mean, they fought in the Revolutionary War up this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? There's like battle cannons, battalions and shit up here that are like historic monuments and stuff. This is a very old world state. It's the New England states here in Connecticut. And what I was leading into was, give me a second. I just want to fill in what I was saying right here. Just right there. It's okay to find a different race to date. She traumatized by black men. This is what some chick named Melanin Powers. First of all, bitch, I'm gonna need you to change your motherfucking screen name. You ain't got nothing to do with Melanin Powers, okay? What you're trying to invoke is lesbianism. You understand what I'm saying? That's the name behind your name, Melanin Powers. You understand? Let me tell y'all a little bit something real quick before I go into this. There are a group of women that are online. I like to call them and address them as a sisterhood. And you'll tell this is part of the sisterhood when they write quotes like this. And I tell y'all this all the time, so pay attention. It's okay for black women to go interracially date, which Cassie is not a black woman. But it's not okay in the same ilk as white men, racist white men will say, for a black man to go date a white girl. That's not okay. Mind you, white men and white women make little white girls. Make it make sense. So I'm glad you wrote that comment because I want to use that comment. I want to always have that comment right there because I handily got one of you dumb bitches to say what I knew you was going to say. And now you see it for yourself. No, I'm not even going to block you. We're going to leave your comment there. She said, it's okay she found a different race to date. She's traumatized by black men. That's some of that woke shit. So all black men are out here traumatizing women, right? That's what you say, right? Well, let's go see what the DOJ says about that, huh? You stay here, Melanin Powers. I told you I don't believe this fake pro-black shit. My mom used to be in that real shit. You understand what I'm saying? That was pro-black shit. My auntie used to have a fucking public access TV show that was really about that black shit. I know that fake black shit when I hear it. Nigga, you saying that shit for likes and views. You better not take your punk pussy ass nowhere either. Let's see what the Department of Justice says. It says all black men are out here sexually assaulting, because that's what you were alluding to, right? Right? Okay. Well, let's see what the DOJ has to say. This is why I tell y'all, they have these shrills and these women out here that are basically lesbians. Let's read this right here, and I can just read it from, and this is true to life right here, so you know I'm not reading, oh, excuse me, let me turn this off real quick. So y'all see where I'm reading from, because some of these motherfuckers, they be getting a little sensitive, because most of them can't read, so y'all see where I'm reading from, okay? Okay. All right, so let's read what it says here. While statistics show white men are a substantial proportion of the sexual assault offenders, other racial groups of women also perpetuate sexual violence. Statistics vary by specific offense and jurisdictions. Factors like societal power structures and specific dynamics, certain offenses such as child pornography and child sexual assault may influence offender demographics. Men are overwhelmingly the perpetrators of sexual abuse. White men constitute a significant portion of these offenders. That ain't a nigga. Is that a nigga? Is that it? Audience, is that a nigga on the stage? Is that a nigga on that stage? Okay. I'm sorry. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Other racial groups are represented. Hold on one second. Let's keep going. Here we go again. This is from The Guardian, and this is a different one. Most child sexual abuse gangs are made up of white men, Home Office reports. The majority of child sexual abuse gangs are made up of white men under the age of 30, an official paper has said. The report, which covers this is in England. This is in England. This show y'all this shit is international. The report, which covers England, Scotland, Wales, and its summarized range of studies on an issue of group-based child sexual exploitation, also known as grooming gangs, said that there was not enough evidence to conclude that the child sexual abuse gangs were disproportionately made up of Asian offenders, which they were trying to originally say. High-profile cases included Rotherham, Rochdale, Telford have involved groups of men of mainly Pakistani ethnicity, fueling the perception that it's an Asian problem. Just like they filled up the perception that it's a black man problem, that are out here fucking taking advantage of girls. No, they're not. This is in England, Wales, Scotland. Have a cup of tea. The Home Office paper into the characteristics of such gangs first promised by the former Home Secretary Sajid Javid in 2018, while some studies show a possible overrepresentation of black and Asian offenders. It is not possible to conclude this is representative of all grooming gangs. The review was published after criticism of victims' child abuse had been failed because of the accusations of racism. It said researchers found that the group basis child sex exploitation offenders are most commonly white. Some studies suggest an overrepresentation of black and Asian offenders relative to the demographics of national populations. However, it is not possible to conclude that this is a representative of all groups based on CSE offending. This is due to issues such as data quality problems, the way the samples were selected in the studies, potential for bias, inaccuracies in the way that ethnicity data is collected. It is found It is found offenders that come from diverse backgrounds. Crips tended to be men of the same ethnicities, money, sexual motives, as well as sexual interest in children and misogyny. The Home Secretary Preeta Patel, the paper demonstrates how different. Now, what you're not understanding here is, right, is that the point is, yes, we said that, my friend. We said that a few minutes ago. Quit trying to be like the smart guy in here. Okay, thanks. Okay, we appreciate it. Anyway, we said that. We all know Pakistan is part of Asia. We all know that hip tea culture is part of Asia. We all know that what do you call those people? Punjabi culture is part of Asia. Okay, we're not dumb here. We don't need, just because you see a brown face, we don't need you to come in here and help. We are very articulate on what we're reading. Okay, nobody likes people like that on the internet. All right. Now I want to read another one for you, because I don't like when women come in, because it seems like to me, when women come in like that and they say shit like that bitch said, and you are a bitch for saying that. Sorry. This is an article from 2019. This is from the Charlotte Observer. White men, sexual assault is our problem, and it's time to acknowledge it. And this is spoken. And those are the pictures they used at the time. Okay, those are the pictures they used at the time. And it says, fellow white males, sexual assault and harassment is our problem. We have acknowledged that the damage we are doing to society. We've got our own idea that attempted to stop it, and it starts with us. Trust me, I know a lot of you have already stopped reading this because of the first three sentences. My message to you, you are part of the problem, so get the hell out of the way if you don't want to acknowledge the issue. As Shooter McGavin and Happy Gilmore says, damn you people, go back to your shanties. According to RAIN, Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, the Bureau of Justice, 57% of all sexual perpetrators are white and 99% are male. According to RAIN, that's spelled that's an acronym at RAINN, Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, and the Bureau of Justice, which is the DOJ, 57% of all sexual violence perpetrators are white and 99% are male. So how come you bitches ain't got so much to say about them, but y'all say this bitch got saved? Make that make sense for me. Because could the hoes in the back room make that make sense to me? Somebody make that make sense to me. She ran from the ooga, big black man, into the arms of the most motherfucking sexually assaulting demographic the fuck there is. Anybody? Where that bitch at? Somebody go get that bitch, bring her back here. Where's she at? Where that goofy bitch at? Where's she at? Somebody go get that hoe and run her back here. Where's she at? Where that hoe at? Oh, she didn't delete. Now she wanted to delete. Too late now, bitch. I done motherfucking screenshotted it, hoe. It's okay. She found a different race today. She's traumatized by black men. That's what this bitch wrote in here. Y'all don't believe me? Here go the bitch right here. Here, I'll pin it down at the bottom so y'all can see it. Since y'all ain't see it. Go read what the hoe said right there. That's what the bitch said right there. Oh, it's held by review. Hold on, let me see if I can show it. Yeah, it's being reviewed because I got the what's the name on it. Hold on, let me see if I can. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but the name of it is Melanin Powers. Just look for Melanin Powers, but it's saying that it's being held for review because what she wrote. James, I'm Irish. You weren't considered white until recently. That's exactly right. I try to tell people, listen, the same day I was down at the, okay, y'all ever seen the movie Gangs in New York? Okay, if y'all ever seen the movie Gangs in New York, it's between the Irish and the Italians fighting. But guess where they were fighting at? It's pinned? Okay. I mean, guess where they were fighting at, though? Y'all want to know where they was fighting at? Right across the street from the federal courthouse where Diddy was having his trial, where that park is, that's where them niggas was fighting at. The Irish and the Italians. You'll see this, the one of the big fights you see depicted in the motherfucking movie, Gangs in New York, is right across the street from the fucking, what's it, from the courthouse. The motherfuckers don't even know it. That's why I said these people be up here, don't even know where the fuck they at. You know what I'm saying? Literally, don't even know where the fuck they at. But yeah, that's what Melanin Powers, whatever that bitch name is, wrote in here, whatever. It doesn't matter. You still hold a negative view with black people. This is what Jane Rouser showed. I would say this much to you, Jane Rouser. What the fuck benefit does it come out of benefiting from being accepted by you? See, what it is you the type of motherfucker that want to be accepted. You know why you want to be accepted? Because you ain't never had a lot of friends. You see what I'm saying? See, I got friends that's richer than you. So I don't give a fuck. I don't even want you to be my friend. Let's put it that way. You, first of all, you don't even have a picture in your avatar. How long you been here? You've been here for 3 years and no subscribers. I'm already raising an eyebrow at you. But see, James fits into that what we call the. Oh, he not talking about me? Oh, I thought he was talking about me. Oh, all right. Oh, he talking about Nathan. All right. I thought he was talking about me. I was like, yo, okay. I don't give a fuck what black people think. Ain't nobody black people laughed at me during the pandemic. What the fuck would I give a fuck what they think? You heard me. During the pandemic, I was fucked up, right? Had to move out the crib and everything like that. You know, shit got different. So I was in a situation where I was homeless, and I swear to God to you, like y'all see now, there be dudes coming in my chat room talking shit. Okay, it's cool, and I'm sorry about that. I apologize. During the pandemic, it was women coming into my chat room, and because they lived in Ohio or they lived in Wisconsin or some shit like that, right? They didn't know what was going on in New York City tri-state until the news started talking about it in bulk. But at first they thought I was lying to them. It was like, oh, this nigga lying. It ain't that bad off in New York. I live in upstate New York. I said, bitch, I ain't in upstate New York. You know what I'm saying? It was this black woman. Like, I still got screenshots from it. They would come in and talk all kinds of shit to you and make fun and talk, but they would tell people back then, yo, don't donate, don't support them. I went through hell online with black Americans on here. And the whole time that I was on here, I would do things to try to like teach them shit. You know what I'm saying? And then when I saw this Puff shit came up, I was like, no. The game has changed. The game has changed. Now these niggas is sitting back and they trying to destroy whoever they can to look just like them. Now I can't walk with no fuck niggas like that, dog. I'm good. That's some fuck nigga shit. These niggas will become fuck niggas. You understand what I'm saying? So from that moment on, my temperament changed from like trying to beat down and trying to support black folks. I done got black chicks hired. I put black chicks on TV shows with me. I didn't even have to. You understand what I'm saying? I was on Direct Effects on MTV for 2 seasons. I literally used to bring chicks with me all the time and put them on. And some of them would stay and some of them would end up going. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure Burnham and all of them over there at that production agency and motherfucker, what's the name, Mr. Clayton, I'm gonna put it that way, will and Jamie will vouch for that. I used to always bring chicks with me, and I would put them on, and I'm like, yo, now I got bitches sitting online making fun of the same nigga that was putting on. Now I'll never help you bitches again. Get that shit. Yeah, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you see me sitting here, whatever, and I'm blogging or talking about certain situations and subjects, you notice nobody donates to me. Nobody supports this channel, dog. I had somebody donate $20 to me yesterday. That was the first time I got a donation. I don't know how many weeks or whatever. It's a pan network of African Americans that are basically tribalist. So if you don't agree with them or go with their flow or speak against them or whatever, they're basically communists now. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll rise up against you. This is how communists did. So you're looking at a communist population now that will tell people based on, like, you have this one little group of people. I'll get back into the puff stuff in a minute. But it's like you'll have these one little group of people that call themselves the FBA, right? Basically the KKK. You notice how it sounds the same? FBA, the KKK. Ain't nobody peeped that. FBA, the KKK. Why would you name your shit after some shit that sound like the KKK, the FBA? The FBKKK, you know, whatever. So Tariq Nasheed put up a video the other night of these niggas just sitting up there dancing and eating chicken and shit. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, so how y'all changing the world? How y'all changing the United States? How y'all changing? Niggas been having dinners forever. The Muslims been having dinners forever. You understand what I'm saying? At least they be in the street, though, feeding the people. You see, instead of sitting up there shucking and jiving like y'all was in that video, y'all motherfuckers should have been out on the street since y'all so proud and progressive. You should have had your punk asses over there on Skid Row feeding them folks over there. Huh? That's your area, right? You know, Skid Row in LA, that's where Tariq Nasheed and all of them live at. You know, that's the most saturated area for fucking homelessness in the United States. Did you know that? It's the most populated area in the United States for homelessness. They have more homeless residents than anywhere in the United States of America, right there in LA. So, the only question I have is, it seems like the niggas is doing the same thing they've been doing, having chicken dinners, you know what I'm saying, a little Kool-Aid, you know what I'm saying, and some rose glasses and shit, you know what I'm saying? How come y'all niggas went down the street? Now, if you want to challenge me on this, I'll raise this question, I'll raise this to you. People saw when I was over with the Muslim brother, special Muslim brother I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm coming back up into the mall sooner or later, trust me, you know what I'm saying? But you notice them brothers were in the streets with the sisters, protecting the sisters, very organized, may I add. You know what I'm saying? Security detail and everything else for the sisters as they were handing out food that they had prepared. Those two dishes included a chicken leg, some brown rice, and what else was in it? Cabbage. And she gave 2 pieces of chicken, and then she gave 2 pieces of fish. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. And she made sure that everybody out there that passed by there, especially the homeless folks, got them a plate, whether they believed in Allah or didn't. You see what I'm saying? Now, what I watched with Tariq Nasheed was totally the opposite of that. That's why we're trying to tell you, a lot of these motherfucking groups and clubs and all that shit ain't no more than a decadent version of a new version of the brown paper bag club. You understand what I'm saying? That's all they are. Now, if you don't know what that is, shame on you. But that's all they are, really. You know, they'll sit around and make fun of sororities and institutions like that or whatever, then turn around and do the same goddamn thing. You don't believe me, huh? Let me show you real quick. Oh, he was proud about it. This is what we do down here at the museum. We party. Why don't you invite some fucking kids down there and have a shang dig for them, film that shit. See, as we down here, we listening to music, we eating chicken. Got to have the chicken. All right, hold on one second. Let me let this pull up. I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I'm talking about. See, I know I ain't throwing no porky pies at y'all. You know what I mean? I don't be talking about people just to be talking about them. I don't even dislike the dude. Like, y'all get the point of thinking I dislike the dude. Now, I'm just telling you, you're fucking up. That's different. I don't dislike him. I don't want to see him dead. I don't want to see him, you know what I'm saying? I got niggas that I like to see that shit happen too. You know what I mean? He ain't one of them. Because beneath it all, he's got some good points and he's got some good things he can go off of. Where he's fucking up at is, you're sitting up here telling these niggas to go to war and you don't have any provisions to give them to go to war. Here go these niggas. Y'all look at these niggas. I had to go over because I don't be over here too much. I had to go over here on the page. I want to show y'all. Every time I see somebody, here are the photos from the Hidden Mystery Museum this weekend. Tickets will be on sale later this week for the next events going down in November. So that's the only thing these niggas do is seem to promote events and shit. You know what I'm saying? So here we go right here. You understand what I'm saying? And that's all these niggas do is party and take pictures. Like you would think these niggas is hip hop artists. That's all they do is party and take pictures. What we celebrating? See what I'm saying? You got to have your plate of chicken. What y'all celebrating? Plates of chicken? What's going on? What's going on here? Like this is what's this? Y'all getting together to form some new laws or something like that? The FBA getting ready to march up to Congress? What's going on? Oh, y'all just laughing and giggling with proud pictures on the wall and gathered around each other. Key and the he, the key and the he, because that's a comedian on stage if y'all didn't know. I know that comedian. You know what I'm saying? This is the comedian right here. That's Darrell, what's his name? Darrell something or whatever. He used to be on my man's show. Shout out to Craig Smith, whatever. Nigga, there's people over in Altadena that need your help. Same thing. There's a bunch of comedians, country niggas sitting around, key, he. I don't see no progress. I don't see no niggas getting together, get together and put a four-wheel drive or something like that. Every nigga that showed up there, let me show you how to do it. Every nigga that showed up there, Tyreek, should have had at least 15 to 10 canned goods, you understand what I'm saying, in their hand to put into a plate or a pot so they could go out there and feed the homeless. Every person that was coming there to say they got all that big money and spend all that money, because I know them little tickets you charge cost a couple of dollars. See, these niggas don't know where to put the money at, bro. And that's the problem, doggy. That's why I can't fuck with these niggas like that. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, but I just really don't get down with these niggas. The only thing these niggas is doing is eating chicken. Hold on, there's another video. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Eating chicken and taking pictures. That's it. Like, niggas been doing this shit forever, bro. Eating chicken and taking pictures. Eating chicken and taking pictures. Hold on, I'm gonna show you another one. Here's the one that had me going right here. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get this shit to blow up. Sometimes my shit don't be wanting to play this bullshit. This is, I guess this is his museum or whatever. They ain't doing nothing. Did you know he was 6'8"? Well, they had talking about politics. Well, they had talking about progression of black people. You don't hear no conversations like that. You just see a whole bunch of motherfuckers sitting around like they at the club. That look like the club to me. That don't look like we're powerful minds such as the FBA get together and talk about how can we build more hospitals. How can we build? This look like the club. This the club. And then, of course, your symbolic representations. That's it. Symbolic representations. You know what I mean? These niggas ain't doing nothing party. Key. Y'all niggas gonna die laughing. That's all y'all do, sit around key. The men, they raised by women, so that's all they do is key. You saw his muscle movers like, hey, here. Like, I don't, trust me when I tell you. Trust me when I tell you. That's what I tell you. So Tariq the She, don't feel like I'm banging on you, because I'm not banging on you, B. I'm just pointing out the obvious. Y'all niggas just sitting there partying and the key and eating chicken. You understand what I'm saying? Well, y'all should be sitting around motherfucking plotting what's the next moves, because these motherfucking white supremacists is out here doing all kinds of shit. I ain't hear those in those type of conversations. I ain't seen niggas showing up there, and each nigga should have showed up with some food. You understand what I'm saying? To throw in a pantry box, so it could have been a donation drive, and on top of that, it would have also been motherfucking whatever you wanted it to be, your comedy show or whatever, whatever. You should have suggested that to them niggas. Most people do that. There's a lot of people that lost their homes in Altadena. There's a lot of people that lost everything that's living on Skid Row out there in California. It's just your home. Every motherfucker that show up at your shit should be mandated to bring. So it's not funny. It's not funny. Ain't nothing funny about homeless black people or homeless Latin people. Ain't nothing funny about that shit. I know I'm saying it as a joke. That's why I said the key shit all the time. Key, laughing my ass off. Key. They mostly come from men most of the time. That's the shit. Pay attention, nigga. Oh, all right. Pay attention anyway. We on the teeters of war. You don't understand that. And I'm trying to get you niggas privy for it. They use Puff as an antithesis for that. See, Puff was used to make the general society make you think that black men are the antithesis of sexual assault, when I just read out to y'all that not only in England, but in the United States as well, white men are the leaders in sexual assault. That's why you have 1, 2, 3, 4 white men that are on trial right now versus one black man that they choose to run first for the lesser charges than any of these motherfuckers got. So the conclusion of Harvey Weinstein's case, if he's found guilty, ain't gonna be the same conclusions as Puff's case. You know, bringing some male prostitutes after bang your chick out. The conclusion of Luigi Mangiane's case, or that ain't a sexual assault case, excuse me. The guy, the CEO from Abercrombie and Fitch, well, in my personal opinion, he's just gonna wake up one morning and not wake up. That's my personal opinion is what's gonna happen if you get my drift. He's just gonna wake up one morning and not wake up in a cell. Okay. And then there's the 4 brothers that's down in Florida right now being held down there, but they got to come back to New York to face charges up here for what? Sexual assault. These guys were realtors. So what I'm trying to tell you is, based on the Department of Justice, based on several other different agencies, this is the face on the right-hand side here, this man, of your average sexual assaulter here in, what's her name? Epstein. These are men, every last one of these men is white. And you're talking about, she was tired. Somebody wrote in my chat room, literally had the motherfucking nerve to write in my chat room, it was okay for her to date other races. She was tired of black men. Okay, so I can say I'm tired of black bitches then. And shouldn't get no setback for it. I should get celebrated just like this motherfucker. Because I don't see niggas dragging a motherfucker through courts 5, 6, 7 years to get child support. I don't see black men doing that. I don't see black men running around motherfucking starting rumors about a bitch because they feel the need to, because the motherfucker didn't hurt them. I don't see niggas doing that in bulk. There are some bitch niggas that do that, but they don't do it in bulk. I don't see black and Latin men going out here partitioning police officers and saying, she hit me, I need her locked up. I don't see shit like that. I don't see niggas going around telling bitches, yo, listen, I need you to beat this bitch up because she hurt my feelings. I don't see niggas doing that. But you know who do that? Bitches do. Bitches do. Understand what I'm saying here? So I ain't gonna sit up here throughout history, factory. So I ain't gonna sit out here and motherfucking soft shoe coon shit, and motherfuckers is sitting here soft shoe cooning is ignoring shit that a bitch said. No, I'm not gonna ignore what a bitch said. A bitch came in here in my chat room and said, yo, she got tired of black men, so it's okay for her to date other. Okay, so bitch, I'm tired of black women. It's okay for me to date other, right? You can't have one set of rules for you. It says it's okay because you feel like in your mind you at a certain level. Let me tell your black ass something, bitch. All right? There's a woman just now that they found hanging from a tree. Did y'all hear about that? A black woman they found hanging from a tree. You didn't hear about that? I ain't say you, Ari. I'm talking about that bitch that wrote that bullshit. You know I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about that bitch that wrote that shit. It's not puta social aquí. I'm talking about that bitch. I don't even know why you put yourself in that category. Don't even put yourself in that conversation. There's a whole bunch of bullshit to be going on out here. You understand what I'm saying? And it's killing the reputation of men of color, especially men that are out here at college, busting their ass, doing a whole bunch of other shit. It's ruining their reputations. It's ruining their perception. In some cases, I believe that black women and white men are working together for, and this is a sick part of it. Black women make black men, and they're literally partnering up with racist, not white men, racist white men, to make sure that you are eliminated and replaced with what, bitch? Your creation that you won't be in control of. Let me tell you something. Anytime that you get a white man and they have a baby with a black woman, there's a high possibility that that child's going to come out being semi or partially racist. Trust me when I tell you this. Trust me when I tell you this. I have enough example of it here. I had 2 or 3 friends. I had one friend that his mom was black, his dad was white. This dude really didn't think that he was black. You understand what I'm saying? Until the what's the name? Until the police made him think that all races of women love black men. They don't like me. It's a special type of woman that likes me. I find women that are very beautiful like me. And I'm talking about beautiful inside and outside. It's a difference. Women that, generally speaking, this is how I go for me. Based on, I think some of it has to do with how I look. I don't, when I come into a room and black people see me, they don't feel one with me. And that's something that I've had to deal with my whole entire life. They don't feel one with me. Many times they'll alienate me very quickly sometimes. And then some will embrace me quickly. But with Latin culture, it's kind of like the same thing with me. Like, white Latinos is always like a challenge or it's like something going on sooner or later. But I find with darker skinned Latinos, entonces sabe la gente la negrito, it's different. And it can be funny too because like it's the same thing like with black Latinos. It's like certain black Latinos think they're better than other, I guess you say black Latinos or negritos because like my skin is lighter than yours, or my hair is straighter than yours, or I'm prettier than you, or it'll be some silly shit. Just like, you know what I mean, anybody else, but I don't know. I don't know. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna share this, get some more people in here. I can't believe all them people hopped off because I just had a phone call. Now, I wanted to talk about something real quick as far as Daphne is concerned. Y'all remember Daphne defiant against Puff on the stand? Da 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 da. And Daphne was infamous because she was having Puff pay for a 10K a month apartment for her. Do y'all remember that? And I said, that's crazy. You was paying the whole 10. I was talking about Puff. That's crazy. You paying 10 grand a month for a whole, like, how good is that for Jay? That you paying 10K a month for an apartment? I didn't even know apartments went up to 10K a month, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I've heard them going for like 7, but I ain't never heard one going for 10. I mean, for 10, you can rent a mansion. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just got the bitch a mansion quartered around. I'm dead serious. You could rent a mini mansion for 10 grand. So why would you rent an apartment for 10? Well, I get it. Everything come included, maintenance, all that shit when you got that. You know what I'm saying? But usually come with those little mini mansions out there in Cali too, and in Florida. You rent them bitches for like 10K. Yeah, and why they 10K? That's what I was going to say. And why they 10K? But in NY, you getting something spectacular most of the time looking over the Henry Hudson or you looking over Central Park or some shit like that. You on the like 58th floor. You feel what I'm saying? Your son rent 10K. If your son rent 10K, Ari, you definitely should be sending me a goddamn cash. I'm playing with you. I'm playing. um, yeah, I believe you. I believe you. I believe you 100%. I have not been in one, but I've seen the ones that cost about 7, 8 grand a month. I've been in those. Maybe those are those same ones. Oh, okay, that's what's up. I'll send. I sent you one STG. I don't know what STG means, but if you say so, I don't know what STG means. But I've been in the $7,000, $8,000 a month ones, and that might be the 10,000 ones. Oh, it's all good, mama. I don't care about that. I like your personality anyway. You Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Some people I don't be stressing them about that, about donating and shit like that, because it just some people just ain't even got it, but they'll do other things to help out. Like they'll hit the like button, they'll share me to their friends, shit like that. You know what I mean? I can live with that. Ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I just like out of 30K motherfuckers, I like you would think somebody with all these tens of thousands of people, right, would have motherfucking cash apps coming in and out. No, 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 no. These people have been trained, they're following, or they already have a naive notion that they don't like men of color, so they've already made that decision. But they'll sit here and listen to what you're saying, because of pure simple fact that they don't get some incentive over listening to what you're saying. That's why I always a lot of times cut shit short. But what they had said was that Daphne has been kicked out of that. I don't know if it's true or not. That she had been kicked out of that 10K a month apartment that Puff was paying for. I don't know if it's true or not. Don't quote me on this. I don't know. I just heard. You know what I'm saying? That's what somebody told me. They said Daphne got kicked out that 10K a month apartment. She is no longer there. Sad, sad time in Holeville. Sad day in Holeville. Holeville, USA. You know what I'm saying? For real, I'm dead serious. Like, you think a nigga's paying $10,000 a month for an apartment because you main chick? No, he's paying 10K a month. That's the girlfriend budget. Y'all don't understand. That's the girlfriend budget. Niggas didn't know, they know. That's the girlfriend budget. You understand what I'm saying? Talking about they was under a love contract. I know the girlfriend budget. You was under the girlfriend budget. Your girlfriend budget was not to exceed probably 20K to 30K a month. I mean, you get a couple little extras, you know what I'm saying? You want your new little Birkin bag for this month because the pink one you had from last month ain't flashy and true and clean no more. But nothing else. You have your ass over here on Tuesday too. You know what I'm saying? And bring my baby oil. Play. I'm playing. I'm playing. I had to throw one in shit. But fuck that, nigga. Shit. That's the company. I can say one thing if I motherfucker want to. I can. I can. If I want to joke with the motherfucker like that, I can say it. Anyway, long story short, I heard Daphne ain't in that apartment no more. Pumped and pulled the plug. You on the girlfriend budget too? Yeah. This bitch is on the girl. She was on the girl. You on the girlfriend budget. This bitch wasn't on the girlfriend, but she was on the thotty budget. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, a real bitch that knows she got the power of gold, she charge you anywhere up to like Suki Hana. Her bill was like 75. That's what Ray J said. He said it was 75,000 a month to keep Suki Hana for her bill was light. He said her bill was light. That's what Ray J said. You know what I'm saying? So Daphne Joy, she was connected to 50 Cent. I know she wasn't getting 75,000. I'm trying to tell you, she was 20K at best. At best, 20K to 30K. Ain't nobody, I seen what she looked like. Ain't nobody paying that. I didn't even realize that I had her on film coming into the court until the other day. Because I forgot what she had looked like. The other two, I know what they look like. But this one, I forgot what she looked like because I had just gotten familiar with her. So I filmed her coming into court and didn't even realize it. So I'm gonna clip that part and put it up there for you because I didn't even realize that part right there. And then I saw this other motherfucking vlogger, this loudmouth chick or whatever. I'm gonna start this over in a minute anyway. I'm gonna continue this on the next one. So we're gonna start this over. But there was this other female vlogger, whatever. I'm gonna make this quick because I got shit to do today too. So I'm trying to work this in where I could do 2 shows with y'all maybe. I know a nigga ain't send me $1. Let me just say this real quick. Don't send me a cash app for $1 bill, my nigga, because I'm going to send that shit right back to you. Second of all, fuck you, fuck your mother, fuck everybody in your house. Matter of fact, fuck your whole entire future bloodline for just even trying to pull that shit with me. Nigga, don't ever in your motherfucking life send me $1 for a cash app. Do you understand me? Keep that shit. Keep that shit and give it to your motherfucking mammy so she can buy you bitches some oodles and noodles to eat tonight. All right, you poor motherfucker. That's what you're telling me. You a poor motherfucker. Don't ever send me $1 in my cash app. Some people say you should be grateful. No, a nigga send you $1 or $2 because they try to tell you that's what your worth is. My worth ain't $1. My worth ain't $2. My worth ain't motherfucking $5 either, nigga. Keep that shit. If you can't afford no more than that, then stay the fuck off my motherfucking channel on everything. Don't you ever motherfucking send me a motherfucking $1. I don't give a fuck what it is. Keep that shit. Keep your dignity. Keep your dignity. You understand what I'm saying? But don't ever send me a motherfucking dollar on some fucking Cash App. Oh, that was you? It don't say you. Hold on one second. Let me see something. I ain't see all that. Hold on one second. Hey, mama, what's going on? All right, I see it now. I thought you was talking. I thought it was somebody else. I didn't notice it was you. Your name is different there, so you gotta pardon me. Now I don't do that. You know why I don't do it? I don't do it because I just don't trust people on here. You know what I'm saying? I see people link up and they do shit, and then like it worked for a minute, and then what happened is that same person after y'all work together, they be on here bashing you after that. I've seen that shit happen so many times. Boyo, 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 boyo. So I've seen that shit happen so many times. You know what I mean? That I just be like, yo, I really don't be doing like that's my thing. Like, but even before the puff shit happened, I wasn't doing interviews with people. I wasn't sitting around with people. You, Hassan. You said Ari Hassan. Okay, I got you. I just don't do it because people be like, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the black people once before, not the black people now. The black people now will sell you the fuck out, dog. They'll throw you up under the bus if it means some likes and some views. And like, if you don't get into that connotation that that's how things are working, then that's shame on you. You know what I'm saying? But I know better. And I see how these niggas operate. And I've seen niggas literally pile on a bitch that they were supporting a year before and try to literally, and they take down a channel, interview her, and it started out all friendly. So that's why I don't really do interview. You'll not find one channel got an interview by me. I done had people offer me $5,000. I had one particular vlogger offer me $5,000. He tried to lie about it, then remove the video. And luckily, I ripped the video before he removed it. So I had the video and I had the motherfucking Cash App shit that he had sent me. I was like, nah, nigga, keep that shit. And I sent it right back to him. And he'll tell you nothing different. I did a video about that motherfucker still on his channel in case you listening and want to say something, nigga. Caught you out there, huh? And niggas kept fucking with him. So it's been a couple people. With me, it was like, and I tell y'all all the time, with me, it's just a point of loyalty. Like, even before, like, even before this bad boy shit, music industry and all that shit, I was in the streets for real, for real. I got a real record. I used to do some, like, I look nice and calm and everything, and cute and cuddly and all that shit or whatever, whatever. But I was with the murderers. Like, make no mistake about that. And like some people, they'll exaggerate that. No, 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 I was really with the hitters and killers. You know what I'm saying? My job was, if we get any problem, go get one of the 4 guns we got hidden behind the fence. And trust me, every last one of them calibers is going to lay you down. One shot. Everything we had was 40 and over. We had one big silver shit. I remember that motherfucker was almost bigger than me. Then we had a shotgun. You know what I'm saying? That was the bitch. So the shotgun led up to like, I think it was 12. You know what I'm saying? They would have put you down. So I was with real hitters, dog. I went with, and on the block, mind you. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like in the digital space or pulling up on niggas. Here you go, here's this what you need. Or pulling up in the car. No, we were standing on the block with beepers. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, we had to walk off the block to go hit a nigga back. Yo, let me run to a payphone real quick. I'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hold it down. Hold the stash down real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it would be. And sometimes it would be like that. Nigga have to walk over, get a call or something like that, make a call. Because niggas ain't have cell phones. You either go to somebody's house and do it. But in a lot of times, you would be on the block. You have to run to a payphone. You know what I'm saying? You would have to run to a playphone. So I come from a day when you would go to court with niggas. Like, your man seen them get caught up, you go to court with your mans. You was out there with the niggas. You know what I'm saying? It was all good. Y'all was, you know what I'm saying, showering down chicks and at the club and having good times. Yo, that's my mans and all that or whatever. Now everybody in trouble. Now everybody want to flee. Nah, that ain't how it work. That ain't how it work, and that's what Puff made his mistake. You got surrounded by a whole bunch of niggas that ain't street niggas. Niggas online telling on people, talking about stories they heard 6, 7 fucking years ago, 8 years ago, all this for $2,000, $3,000 or whatever. But these will be some of the same people. They got groups within them that'll tell you, don't donate to me, don't support my channel. That nigga roll with Puff. he this, he that, and the other. Like the rumors that have been made up and said about me by black people on here would literally blow your mind. They don't like me. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I'm cool with the ones that's cool with me. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. Like I really don't. Like it's not gonna make my life or kill my life at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's so special about being down with you? You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of Diddy, but he got a raw deal, period. And you're right, your own black people did him right. Yeah, like I was there. Even Friday when I was there for the sentencing, there was so you could feel the energy. And Mama Flip, she came down. She was the only person I wanted to interview down there. I knew she was gonna be down there anyway because I had seen her Thursday when we were at the other hearing. And so the Thursday before that, so I knew she would be up in there. You know what I'm saying? Mama Flip be on her shit. Shout out to Mama Flip. Y'all go follow her channel. Check out. She trying to get it up so she can go live. So y'all tell her that professional, aka Daphne Lewis, sent her over there, whatever. I was supposed to follow her. I ain't did it yet. I was just I don't know. I'll be doing shit all the time. I'm gonna do it today. But she know I'm gonna get in touch with her. She's a good woman, pretty woman too. And this in general, she nice, but she ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? Don't get her fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? But shout out to her. I always pay her homage because we met in a weird way. But sometimes you meet the best motherfuckers you do. I met one of my homies fighting in the street with him. We've been friends for 25 motherfucking years. This is a fact. Me and this motherfucker, we met each other. We was physically fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? Because he hit my man. I said, I know you ain't hit my man's. Then we found out all this shit was about. Nigga, he was swole up. I had a fat lip, I think it was. I bit my lip when he punched me. Nigga punched shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? They punched shit out of me. And once he turned around, I was like, ah, shit. My lip was like, and see what the fuck you done did? All right, shit, nigga, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all make sure y'all go motherfucking follow Mama Flip, partner right there. And I generally like her. You know what I'm saying? As a person, there's not many people I genuinely like. For the most part, I don't like most motherfuckers, but her I actually like. So y'all make sure y'all go check out Mama Flip. Go check out her son Queen's Flip as well. Anyway, like I was saying though, I remember speaking of Daphne Joy. There was a situation back in 2013. And Daphne Joy was one of the hosts. One of the girls. That was. She was one of the girls. One of the hosts. One of the girls that was on the trial and gave her dissertation or whatever. And I started to figure out something because a certain nigga, you know what I'm saying, by the name 50 Cent, he went on up there, wrote a letter to the judge. He said, Judge Yolanda. He said, Judge Yolanda. Judge Yolanda. I don't think you should let Puffy out. He did it as a satirical or whatever. But at the same time, 50 Cent had problems with the same broad one time. You remember that nigga? You remember that? You don't remember? You don't remember, huh? Oh, I remember. Well, I remember. And see, a lot of people didn't remember this. Daphne Joy, back in 2013, had a problem with Switzerland. What's up, Mac? Yo, so you always been you. Yo, yeah, and this is a nigga that know me. You know what I'm saying? Says, young boy, love you too, boy. He said, yo, since school, you always been you. You ain't never give a fuck with nobody. So good to see you still you. Thank you, family. Thank you. That nigga know my mama. You understand what I'm saying? That nigga know my mama right there. So, like I said, you know what I mean? Like, I've never been anybody. I've always been the same person. That's what I don't get. Thank you, Mac. I appreciate that. Well, how you doing anyway, boy? I ain't seen him in a minute, man. That's my partner right there. We went through school with each other. My last years of school in a particular state. Don't say where, Mac, because these niggas be nosy. But my last few years or whatever in a state or whatever before I embarked and went elsewhere with my other part of my family or whatever. Mac, this dude right here was definitely a good friend of mine, my homie, you know what I'm saying? And somebody I could truly say is a true lifelong friend, nigga. Anytime you need something from me right now in the future, make sure to get it. I'm on my way to becoming this money again. You know what I'm saying? So trust me when I tell you, it ain't gonna take a minute, but any time in the future, nigga, this off that comment alone, you got it. You understand? And I truthfully mean that. People that know me, I mean, at this point in my life, they know when I say that shit, I mean it in a real way. I'm good staying out the way. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. I like you, man. Y'all don't even know. See, sometimes when you get older, and you hear them familiar. Well, I can't hear his voice, but you see the familiar people that really know these points in your life or whatever. Know you telling the God's honest truth or whatever. It be like, yo, those be the points that make you smile. So, Matt, I want to tell you, man, today, man, you made me smile, bro. I appreciate that for real, and I salute you and give you your motherfucking flowers because that's why I said sometimes you get a fight with a nigga and be like, yo, that's my nigga right there, though. You heard? And sometimes it's like that. 50 Cent had denied the claim that he kicked his ex-girlfriend during a recent argument. Now, this was back in February 5th, 2013, so I want y'all to know that, right? Same, if you need, I can actually do, you already know. I already know, man. Like, listen, man, we the last batch of Mohicans, doggy. Don't you forget it. We the last batch of Mohicans, don't you forget it, all right? Don't forget it. Last batch. You understand what I'm saying? They got the Moors, some Coles, all that. Everything now is a free-for-all. Aleister Crowley, do what thou wilt type shit. You understand me? 50 Cent has denied. Now, this is back in February 5th, 2013, and this is with Daphne Joy. Now, I want y'all to check this out. This is back February 5th, 2013, as reported. 2013. 50 Cent has denied the claim that he kicked his ex-girlfriend during a recent argument at her home. Well, who the fuck kicked somebody in a fucking video when they was down on the ground? Oh, shit, that was Puff, right? Damn, he's terrible. But 50, they say he did the same shit. 50 Cent has denied the claim that he kicked his ex-girlfriend during a recent argument at her home, despite prosecutors' announcement that the rapper has been charged with domestic violence and vandalism. This was back in 2013. 50's lawyer said no warrant had been issued and they are conducting their own investigation into these allegations. On Tuesday, Los Angeles City Attorney Mike Feuer told journalists that police had been called to Daphne Joy's condominium on the 23rd of June. Y'all notice this bitch staying in the apartment, don't she? Arriving after 50 Cent had already departed. According to the victim, 50 ransacked the apartment. Wow, that sounds like some shit they said Pump did, right? He ransacked an apartment. You know what I'm saying? Journalists that police had been called to Daphne Joy's condominium on June 23rd. Arriving, 50 Cent had already departed. According to the victim, which is Daphne, 50 ransacked the apartment, broke down the door to the bedroom. Damn, they said Pump broke down the door to the bathroom or something like that too. Didn't they say that shit? This is getting eerily similar, ain't it? Where she was hiding, he kicked down the bedroom door where she was hiding, and he kicked her. Wow, 50, this sound real puffy-ish. Joy is 50 Cent's ex-girlfriend. That was his ex back in 2013. They previously dated for 3 years and have a child together. Yesterday, lawyer Scott Lemon issued a statement pointing out that 50 Cent, real name Curtis Jackson, had not been arrested and there's no outstanding warrant for his arrest. This is true. Although 50 was charged with 5 misdemeanors, he will not be arraigned until the 22nd of July. Curtis Jackson denies these allegations were made against him, Lemon said. We have been in contact with the LA City Attorney and currently conducting our own investigation out of respect for the legal process. We are not commenting any further on this at this time. A convicted of all charges, 50 Cent at the time faced a sentence of up to 5 years in jail. Wow, doesn't that sound familiar? Plus $46,000 in fines. Wow, doesn't that sound familiar? Sounds like Puff's situation. Regardless of perceived celebrity or notoriety, domestic violence is a serious crime, and alleged perpetrators will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law by this office, the city attorney said in LA. 5 years ago, 50 Cent met police following a dispute with different ex-girlfriend, Shaniqua Tompkins. Well, we ain't even gonna read that shit. Yeah, I was just with the Daphne shit. We ain't reading that shit. The niggas know about that bitch right there. That bitch ain't all that. All right, cool. All right. As we witness the erosion of the... Okay, and this is some other shit right there. So you see, eerily enough, and this is 50 in the headline right here, so I ain't making up nothing. Ain't that funny? How the nigga that's making the most fun of Pump, nigga, you was in the same situation with the same bitch. That's... Oh, shit. Y'all niggas gotta stop sharing these hoes. Y'all gotta stop dating these hoes. Y'all gotta take care of. Now that happened with 50 back in 2013, homie. What I was reading to you was, you could just rewind it back a little bit. You can hear what I read. What I'm telling you is, 50 was being accused of the same shit that ultimately Daphne J ended up sitting on the trial for. And nobody bought this shit up but me, evidently. I ain't heard not one other journalist say that shit. Now I had to think to myself, I said, did he get into something with this bitch one time? And I couldn't remember it. And so I didn't know her full. For some reason, I just knew her as Daphne. I didn't know Daphne Joy or whatever. So I looked it up because I was looking up something else to see if she was still in the apartment. And Puff was still. I really was looking to see if Puff's dumbass was still paying for this bitch's apartment because I was about to make a phone call and be like, look, cut that bitch off. You know what I'm saying? This is a perfect. Because back then, 50 was paying for a condominium for her. So anyway, long story short, I just wanted to see. So I did a little investigation. You know what I'm saying? Nephew Act. He was over there. Nephew Act told me, he was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Shorty got kicked out the crib. I was like, oh, word? Oh, okay. So, you know, Nephew Act, I let little cousin Act, you know what I'm saying? I was called that because I ain't nobody unk. Little cousin Act. I went over there and checked him out. He told me about it. So I went over there and checked that out. I heard about that. But yeah, the hoe got kicked out. Where that bitch went to? Ain't nobody asking that. So many questions pondering through my head. Is there a new sucker? Yeah, that could be it. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas will love the advantage of something like, yo, that's the bitch the Puff used to date. He used to take over there and let the stripper smack her out. There's a cuckload nigga out here like that. Trust me when I tell you. And it's waiting for them over to say, yo, you know that chick that was in all them situations with Puff, I'm dating her now. Oh, shit. Like, for real, y'all do not know. For real. All right, y'all, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this right now. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this right now because I ain't getting no love or whatever. I just wanted to make sure I got through that part of the story right there so it could be included. And that is it. Outside of Mac and Ari, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all too, everybody else, I mean, whatever.